Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. Neo Legend Awakening Pack was released October 12th, 2024, and includes new support for Yuo's fusion archetype, Metarians, as well as 2 new archetypes in Legend, which can treat specific cards as legends while gaining bonus effects, and Ancient Gears, a series of classic GX machine cards. Since I already have most of the machine archetypes, I will be taking the Ancient Gear cards, including Ancient Gear Tyranno, Ancient Gear Powered Soldier, and Ancient Gear Golem. Since I have drafted most of the types in the Legend archetype, I will also be taking them, including Grand Legend Saber, Grand Legend Priest, and Grand Legend Magician. And finally, I will be receiving Guardian of Order. Since Alex drafted Yuo, he will receive Imaginary Leading Actor, Metarian Medusa Star, Metarian Genius Star, Full Metarian Ashura Star, and Full Metarian Vritra Star. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Berry Fresh, and Berry Fresh was a really, really cool deck that we did actually quite enjoy playing the last time we brought it. This is a very meta-relevant deck, and this is a slightly different build to the one we brought last time. This was a list that did do quite well recently at a tournament, and this deck is quite complicated. So it's not like super crazy complicated, right? This hasn't got these super intricate combos, but for Rush and what we can do in Rush, I would say this deck is one of the more complicated decks in the game. There's a lot of moving pieces. We have to send a lot of cards to the graveyard. We have to decide what we're going to send. We can send from hand or field. So you want to summon cards, use their effects, then send them from the field to the graveyard. We have a lot of things to manage. And there's lots of different lines because there are lots of different ways that we can kind of fulfill our requirements and end up resolving our effects. So we do have to think about it a little bit. But this deck basically works by using your big boss monsters, boosting their attack, reducing your opponent's monsters with Shy, and boosting your whole board with Garden, and then basically just trying to go in and slam through your opponent. There's lots of ways to plus in this deck, such as Fadronir and the Parakeet. We have Pleasure to get through set 3 pass. We have lots of recursion in things like Cure. This deck just has a lot of moving pieces, but depending on what Alex brings, this could be quite an easy 2-0 because this deck is just that strong. So let's hope he's brought something really good. But let's fire into the game and see what Alex has got for us. So last week we had the weird Fairy Warrior deck versus your Space Yggdrago Cyberse Fusion deck, and Space Yggdrago is always kind of scary. I think I did get a little bit unlucky with the Fairy Warrior, and I didn't play it as well as I could, but I think it always would have been an uphill struggle against Space Yggdrago. Anyway, Space Yggdrago is just that good. If you can actually get the fusions online, like as we saw, I think at one point you had like nothing, and then you like drew 2 cards off the top, and that like completely set you up to like win the game. And it was like, oh, okay, I guess this just happens. But we are kind of getting to the bottom of the barrel. So I've kind of used all my new stuff already, which is why we brought that weird Fairy Warrior deck last time. So I'm just going to be bringing something that's, I guess, new-ish that I've used before. That's kind of my plan. As for you, I think you still do have a couple of options available to you if you want. So, for example, I think you did get some more like Pyro support, but at the same time, there is more of that coming in the next set anyway. So, like, you know, you don't need to use that. You might hold off on it. So it's not easy to predict what we're both going to be on. Have you got any idea what you think I'm going to be on whatsoever?
No, not a clue.
Yeah, I'm going to say you might be on, like, Vocalize Phoenix. I'm pretty sure you got a support card for that, so maybe you're playing that. That's the best I've got. Should we just fire on it and then we can see what we're both on?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Okay, we will go first. So neither of us have any cards in extra deck. That is, I mean, it's not really telling of much, is it? I think the play is just going to be set set, pass. This is the play.
Okay.
That's what you got.
Right. So
Okay.
Delicate parakeet. Reveal a berry fresh.
Okay. So we're
Not my
playing
list.
Berry
but,
Fresh.
the tournament winning list. Happiness.
Yep. Summon out Happiness. You can use it to pop back row.
Artless.
You hit my Overrush Storm. Pleasure comes down. I think another card.
Parakeet. Okay.
Yeah, had to have a specific original.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've hit my Fadronir
Ooh.
and my Berry Fresh Cure.
You're very fresh.
Okay, so this might be an interesting game. I think we always start with a Fadronir. We'll activate Fadronir and release draw. I think we're going to do this. I'm going to summon out my Berry Fresh Rich. So if I have 10 or more cards in my deck during the turn I normal summon this card, I can send 2 other cards from my hand and or field to the graveyard to draw 1 card. And then if I set an Aqua-type monster with 100 original attack to the graveyard, I can draw 1 additional card. So I'm going to activate Mazeful Charity. This will let me draw 2 cards and place 1 card from my hand on the bottom of the deck. So now the question becomes, what card out of the cards in my hand do I just not need or want? So I think we get rid of you. So I'll activate Berry Fresh Rich. So I'm going to send this and this. And then we'll draw 2 cards. Okay, so that's pointless. That's also kind of pointless. I've drawn a very strange hand. So we'll start by tributing to summon out Riser. We're going to activate Riser, and we're going to top deck 1 of your back row. Then I'm going to summon out my Berry Fresh Happiness Harvest. So during the main phase that this card was normal or special summoned, I can send up to 2 other cards in my hand and or field to the graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the number of cards sent to the graveyard to meet the requirement times 1500 to the end of the opponent's next turn. Then if I have 5 more active monsters in the graveyard, cannot be destroyed by traps. So we are going to go ahead and activate this effect. And I will be sending this, and if I do send 2, it does work out better for me. So we'll send both of those. I think I'm just going to set this, and then I'll go to battle phase. We will attempt to swing into Pleasure, and then we will just simply swing over Happiness. Not a bad chunk of damage, and we'll just pass that to you. And this is a lingering attack boost, so...
including 2 monsters down.
Could you perhaps have a Jest of the Cosmo Princess here? Maybe sitting around somewhere?
I think it has to be done. I can't get this guy out. My current hand.
Ooh, little Flame Emperor. And we did hit the Strawberry Sweet Generis.
That. Summon.
Okay. So you can just discard the 1 if you want.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lingering 16. Clear my Parakeet. 2 Spooky back row. Right, we're going to summon out Fadronir once again. Activate its effect. Then I'm going to summon out my Sea Dragon Knight. Okay, so here's swimming. So that is pretty cool. So that destroys all face monsters except monsters with 500 rigid defense. So I mean that's basically fine for us. We are super fine with this. Now we can activate Overrush Storm. And we can just throw some cards back into our deck. So I think I quite like my Legend card back. And could just put a Fadronir back in, you know. Yeah, why not? And then we get to pop this back row, or get rid of it even. Put it to the bottom of your deck, as it were. I mean, I have a really silly play, but it might be the play. No way that's the play. No way, surely.
I don't know.
No, it totally is. Alright, get ready. Alright, I'm going to activate Strawberry Sui Generis. I'm going to pop my own monster.
Okay.
And bring her immediately back.
Yep.
Send 2, go to battle. and swing over. Now, I do only now have one guy on the board, but it's a 3100 guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Parakeet.
Oh,
Real my own happiness harvest.
that's kind of gross. Because that means you immediately have a good out to me. Okay. Assume we're going to go for the double discard.
We've got one of these.
Okay. It's going to gain some attack. And a back row. Okay,
Yeah.
that could have been a lot worse. So we take the 16, got one back row, we got one monster. We can maybe make this work. So I will summon Berry Fresh Rich. So this is the one that lets me discard and draw. Then we're going to activate Maze-Full Charity. Will let me draw 2. And then I take a card and get rid of... This is like the most awkward... Every time I have drawn a parakeet, I've already got a monster on the field. And I'm like, I can get rid of the monster on the field, but using another monster. So like, I think we just get rid of the parakeet, if I'm honest. I don't think there's a reason to hold on to it. I should probably just like double check this just to make sure. Yeah, I think it's just parakeet. Then we're going to activate another Mazeful. Hold on to that. So I think we get rid of this, actually. So now the question is, am I going for the double discard? I kind of want to. So we're going to use Rich. I'm going to send both of these and draw a couple of cards. Then I can summon my Sea Dragon Knight. And let's see what we're working with here. So I'm going to put back into my deck a Sea Dragon Knight. And it's a bit weird. Like, I don't know how many of these Berry Fresh I want to keep in the graveyard and how many of them I want back in the deck, if I'm totally honest. I guess I'll put back a Rich because I'm kind of out of Rich. Let's take a gander. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So in order to kill you, I just need 3 guys that ideally have around 1400 attack. This guy ain't getting much bigger. Those two together would be 24. You would not die. I mean, I have to get you to use your trap card. But I suppose the point is there's no reason to go like super ham if I know I can't kill you through the trap card. So I think I might as well just play it safe. So I will activate Strawberry Sui Generis. I'm going to get rid of Happiness. Then I'm going to bring back Berry Fresh Cure. Then I'm going to activate Cure. I'm going to send this to the grave and get back swimming. And I'm going to set. I'm going to normal summon. And then... I mean, do I just straight go battle? Like, you have to stop one of these attacks because this is just lethal. So you hit me back with the 16. I hit you for 14, which I can't make any better. So I think I set this, go to battle, swing with this, forces the trap, and we get in, and we get in. I think that was the best I could do, because like I could make more than 2700 damage in multiple different ways, but I could not get 2 other guys on my board to total like 27. Like that just wasn't going to happen.
Okay. Parakeet.
I think I do this just because I don't know when there's going to be a better chance. And that's basically a -2 to you.
Legendary Spark Seed.
Okay. That's fine as long as you haven't absolutely sacked me by drawing like the Godhead.
Cure.
Okay, that gets you to Garden.
Then Garden. Add Garden. Pleasure. Then
Yeah, okay, yeah, you drew pretty much the god
Activate.
hand. Ah!
Oh.
I think I played that as well as I could. How am I supposed to know that you drew Legendary Spark Seed or you've been playing Legendary Spark Seed, right? Like, and I think if I let Parakeet go through, I'm just dead anyway. So I think I still played correctly. The issue is I had Berry Fresh Garden, as you probably already know. But I had no way to pop your back row, just didn't draw one. And even if I boosted, I get a 11 and a 13, which is 24, which is still not enough to kill you. And then I would have just left Berry Fresh Garden face up. So, like, I just felt like... I felt like I got unlucky there. I feel like just a little bit more had to go my way and we were fine. I mean, basically, we lost a Magic Cylinder. That's nothing else mattered. It was a Magic Cylinder loss. We'll see what happens in game 2. Alright, let's go first and hope we get a little bit better. Okay, this is a pretty good start. So let's go with the Parakeet. I get to use it this time. So I reveal that I have a pleasure. Oh, thank you, game. I can't catch a break today, can I? Okay, we will, I guess, summon Shy. Oh, that's not even online. Okay, we'll summon this as well, just to turn Shy on, and then we'll just set some cards and pass. Unfortunately, this turn went catastrophically bad. I don't think this could have gone much worse.
Yeah. Happiness.
Okay.
Spend cure. Spray whatever this is.
It was Maysville. It was not online, because I didn't mill anything.
Mm-hmm. Pleasure. This.
Okay.
Activate this.
That is very bold. Because, I mean, there's a good chance I can just kill you now.
Yes, probably.
Okay, we flip this either way. I think that's the best option I've got here. So we're going to summon out Berry Fresh Rich. We're going to activate its effect. I'm going to send these two. Draw some cards. Then I'm going to normal summon my Happiness Harvest, activate its effect. Send these two. I'll flip over my Berry Fresh Garden set. Go to battle. I guess I'll swig. Add swig. Yeah, the hard thing to play is the Berry Fresh Garden. Because it's like, if you flip it up, like I get the boost during my turn. And then if there's two of them, it's just 2,000 is an absolute ridiculous boost number. But let's see what happens in game 3.
I'll go first.
Okie dokie.
We will.
All the sets. We got the whole hand. I don't like this hand at all. We're going to set. I really think there's no reason to go aggressive, so I think we just set 2 and pass.
Okay.
I mean, you've got 10 cards to work with in a deck that needs to send a load of cards to the graveyard, so this is very, very scary for me.
Pass.
Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Alright, now what do I do with this newfound time? Fortunately, there's not like a great deal I can actually accomplish. I guess we'll do this. I'm going to summon out my Harvest, activate Harvest. I'm going to send 2 monsters to the graveyard. Then I'm going to flip over my Overrush Storm and put the 2 back into the deck. I'm going to go ahead and hit one of these. We'll set this, and I think I always flip up Shy, just because it potentially messes with you. Oh, this is such a tricky deck to play, bro.
Yep.
Alright, we'll go battle, and maybe we'll just swing. We're just going to swing. And we'll swing again. And then we'll pass.
Okay. Very first rich.
Okay.
Well then.
So if you want the extra draw, one of them at least has to be an aqua type with 100 original attack. I should say, not defense.
Guy.
Okay.
Okay. Rowan Happiness Harvest.
So this is going to make room, give you a big old boost. I mean, it can't outshy until you boost it. And even then, I'll still have my harvest, so I think I'm fine with this.
We'll spend rich. The other spark seed. Be generous.
Okay. So here, I'll activate Shiny Shady.
Ooh.
And we will flip both of these face down.
Okay.
Hopefully that was the right time.
Yes, I think it might have been.
It's the issue of Rush, right? Your opponent's got like 4 cards in hand. You're like, this might be the right time. He also might just have loads of extenders. Okay.
Regular happiness. Then you'll get rid of this.
An Overrush Storm.
Go to battle.
Oh, please don't
Defeat
hit that.
this.
I wanted that. I mean, good draws. Do they do what I need right now? Alright, let's just go ahead and do this. We'll Overrush Storm. Put both of these back. And we're going to pop this. Or get rid of it. Then I'm going to activate Dark Hole. Just going to wipe this board. Then we're going to summon out Fadronir. We'll activate Fadronir's effect. Oh, that is like... I mean, it's not a bad draw, but it's like the worst possible time. Alright, I will summon Pleasure. Oh wait, is this lock? Oh yeah, it's locked because I've got that. Okay, yeah. So we will then activate Mazeful Chariot. This was the draw. I thought I'd just shuffled everything back in, which I did, but then I drew into more, so it was fine. The alternative is we just get rid of that, which is also not bad, because it's not doing anything for me. So I'm going to get rid of this. Then I'm going to summon out Rich. I'm going to activate Rich. And I'm going to send... I don't need this Fadronir anymore, so I could just get rid of it. Realistically, I don't think this card helps me, so I think we're going to get rid of Garden as well. Oh, I'm a stupid. I should have discarded the other one. I wanted the double draw. Okay, that is annoying that we've misplayed like that. That's really annoying. Oh, such a good play there. But now we have kind of punted that. So, we're just going to go with the backup plan of Harvest, get rid of probably just both of these. Then a set, go battle, swing for 31. Okay, we did punt that turn a little bit. We were never killing you, but we could have easily done another big chunk of damage and not ended on such a weak board. Stop. Stop.
Let's add... Do I have one of those in the grave? No, so it doesn't matter which of these I had.
They're all just vanilla-ish. They're vanilla adjacent.
Mm-hmm. We'll do... Rich.
Okay. Now, don't misplay it like I did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I physically can. Draw 2. Should I do this? Yeah, might as well. Pot of Avarice.
I don't know why you wouldn't Pot of Avarice, having the option. How good your hand is that you're like, do I need 2 more cards? Eh.
Okay. Progress Potter.
Okay. Really filling up that entire deck, aren't we?
Get another... Oh, what's this? Ah, shuffle 2 from your deck.
Mm-hmm. Don't really think it's going to matter much.
I mean, you've only got 2 very fresh in your grave, so...
Yeah, but spoiler alert, I'm probably about to have another 2 in the grave in a sec.
Oh yeah, true. You first.
But you're not going to have your protection from trap cards.
Make room. Another one.
Christ.
These 2. Coming out of this.
Jesus. This is like the best possible board you can probably make.
Very fresh over defense of 500. What I need to do.
Wrong, he has
Oh,
0.
Wait. Right, yeah, it lowers defense as long as attack.
Yeah, Shy is kind of nuts. I mean,
3k damage there.
I think we always start with Parakeet. If you wanna hit this, that is a-okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna summon out Fadrinir. Activate Fadrinir. Then we will go ahead and summon Artless. So I can use it to add a Berry Fresh Happiness or Happiness Harvest from my graveyard to my hand, and then if I added Harvest, I send this card to the graveyard. So it's a +1 if we get back Happiness, which we don't have. But I could get back one of my 2 Harvests in exchange for this card. First, we're going to activate Mazeful. Oh, there's no physical way to resolve. So I think I'm going to get rid of it. Alright, we will activate Artless, and we'll grab back the Harvest. Then I will summon the Harvest, activate its effect. I'll be sending 1, 2 to the grave. Normal summoning my own Shy. Set a back row. Go to battle, and I will attack over your Shy.
Okay.
That's unfortunately the best I've got.
These can't activate their effect.
They cannot. They are now fodder to be sent to the graveyard for other people's effect. Oh my god, is it Cure?
Is it Cure?
You can get Garden or Swimming. So we know you have Swimming. There's Artless. Okay. So now the new Harvest.
The Parakeet is doing nothing.
Good old Parakeet.
What are the odds of this effect will go off? Not likely, so we'll just set this.
Respect it.
Set to back row.
I know one of the back row is, and one of them's a mystery card. Whoop. I think I'm going to do this just because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep this trap card.
Ooh.
I would have liked to use it to kill, but like...
Crash.
Okay. Problem is, if you have bloody Magic Cylinder, I feel like there's not a lot I can do no matter what. Don't have Magic Cylinder, I could close the game out, but what's the chances that you just don't have Magic Cylinder? If you do have Magic Cylinder and I overextend, I am just dead. If you have nothing, I win. Do you have nothing, Alex? I have like a couple of lines. The biggest issue is that in order to actually apply enough pressure to try and kill you, I have to use Garden.
Ooh.
And Garden, as we've seen in Game 2, could be extraordinarily volatile. But I feel like if I don't, I might just die anyway. Alright, let's go with Strawberry Sui Generis. We're going to send Harvest to the grave. Then from my graveyard, I'm going to bring back Pleasure. I'm then going to activate Pleasure. I'm going to send Happiness. I'm going to change this to face up. Then I'm going to activate Garden. Set this. Go to battle. And pray. Oh, of course it was I knew it was Cylinder. I knew it was Cylinder. I knew there would be no way that you would not sack a Cylinder every game. I've lost the best of 3 just to Cylinder twice. That's it. I didn't lose to Berry Fresh. I've lost a Cylinder. I'm so sad. I think going for that play is still worth it. I had so many useless cards that wouldn't do anything anyway.
I mean, yeah, if I didn't have exactly Legend Trap, I'd have lost there. So.
Yeah, I mean, you had 22 cards left in deck, so I was like, there's a good chance you don't have it. Like statistically, it'd be a 1 in like 23, I guess, depending on how you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can kill me here, but you know, I am giving you an AoE boost.
Just want to see if I can get rid of that crowd down. I think I can. Three generous.
Okay.
Happiness.
Okay.
Harvest?
Yeah, happiness harvest.
Parakeet's not doing anything, so we'll get that.
Alright, I think this is going to be the best opportunity I'm going to get. So we're going to Shiny Shady.
Oh.
Fingers crossed that was the time.
Oh no, whatever. Look. Summon or set. Oh. Okay, never mind. And.
Okay. God, this game has been such a clown fiesta from both of us, hasn't it? I can summon happiness, activate happiness, discard, and pop the fresh one, which didn't matter anyway. And then that's just lethal on board, so we'll just go battle. Swing. Alas. So if it makes you feel any better, again, I do have a pleasure, so I do also have 3 more Berry Fresh in hand, so I would have just flipped it up anyway. So it didn't actually matter at the end of the day, but it still kind of sucks. Yeah, mate, this is... We don't do mirrors, right? We specifically never, like, we almost designed the series in a way where we just don't do mirrors. I think, we might have had an executing mirror at some point, maybe?
Yes, I think we did.
But I think this is like our second, like, ever mirror. Like, we literally, the closest we ever really came to mirrors, like, on a regular basis, I suppose, is when we did Seven's draft, which was, like, a whole other thing. But, I don't know, this was... Mirrors, I always find to be very stressful because in a mirror, a lot of the cards benefit your opponent. So, for example, Garden is like a huge one. I was debating whether or not I just side Garden out because I'm just like, I don't want to give you an AoE boost. And drawing it early sucks so bad because it's great if you're going for a finisher. Like I was going for a finisher on you, and then you had the cylinder. If you're not going for exactly the win, it's a liability. So like it's super awkward. So I mean, for me, I think it goes without saying, my MVP was the Shiny Shady. Shiny Shady saved me twice throughout the series. Or, I think it was just this one game. Like Shiny Shady did so much. I think a big part of it is just I got lucky when I used it because I was like, I'm going to use it now because you've got 2 guys out. These guys can't change the battle positions, and you know they're 2 of your bigger boss guys. So I was like, hopefully this will be enough to do it, and I did get fortunate in order to do that. As for you, I felt like your MVP was, I mean, obviously Magic Cylinder, but, you know, Magic Cylinder is always going to be the actual MVP because it's just so good. You got a really good Jest off in the first game. We got to see just how powerful Shy is as well. Like, Shy weakening your opponent's entire board is so ridiculous, right? I think people underestimate it. They go, yeah, but it's only got 100 attack, and you'd have to leave it, like, face up, so you don't really want to summon it with 100 attack and then just, like, have it just sit there, but it's like... Oh yeah, but if everything else also gets minus 1500, a lot of the time they're also going down to 100, which is kind of good.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see we were both on different builds. So you're playing Pot of Avarice and the Spark Seed and Potter, whereas I was playing... I mean, like the major differences, I suppose, was things like Shady, right? But I was playing Riser, I was playing Darkhold, I was playing the Fadronirs. So like we were on different styles of the same deck, so it wasn't like a pure like 1-to-1 playing the exact same deck. So there was some intricacies in the matchup at the very least. Which I don't know, I thought it was okay. I don't know. I don't know if I enjoyed that. I don't know. Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy the Berry Mirror?
Yeah, I think so.
In a way, this is probably some of the closest we've come to actually replicating what it's like to be at a physical Rush Duel tournament in Japan right now. There's a lot of Berry Fresh flying around. There's going to be a lot of Berry Fresh mirrors. Now, obviously, it's not the only good deck. There's a lot of good decks in the game, but this is one of the good ones. So I think this is kind of a good representation, as well as the fact neither of us were really playing any cards the other one doesn't have access to. So we basically could have just brought each other's decks anyway.
Yeah.
But, thanks for the gaze, buddy, and GG.
GG.